What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/StoriesAboutKevin. Alright, this story's called Kevin Thinks Because I Said Something Should Work Means It Will Work. Yeah, no. Happy New Year, Redditors! I entered 2020 unemployed, but entered 2021 with a job at last! Yay! I'm about 2 weeks into this job, and wouldn't you know it, I already have a story to tell. I work at a warehouse store as a cashier. I knew the basics since I have prior experience with a register, and am steadily learning their system with help from some of the coolest coworkers I've ever had the pleasure of working with. Anywho, this Kevin comes up with a bunch of items, and I put on my unseen smile and start ringing things up, double-checking duplicate items so I don't overcharge him by accident, making friendly chit-chat to keep things lively, all that good stuff. He goes to get one more item while I scan his items in the meantime, and he goes to pay. Kevin goes to the pin pad to make the purchase and asks if he can have a receipt emailed to him. Since a prompt always came up on the pin pad for customers to enter their emails to get a receipt, I told him it would be no problem. I had no reason to believe it wouldn't. Well, when the transaction finished, a paper copy prints out. It does that no matter what option customers pick, with no prompt for an emailed receipt. Kevin asks what's the deal, and I didn't know as this never happened to me before. I go through the options on my screen to see if there was anything I could do, but there wasn't. I checked the paper receipt with no avail, so I was confused and asked the manager on duty for help. At this point, Kevin is getting a serious attitude with me, practically calling me a liar for telling him it would let him get an email receipt. I told him repeatedly how I thought it would work because I never had that problem before, so I naturally expected it to work. My word isn't set in stone. Technology will do what it wants whether we like it or not. Anyway, I explained the sitch to the manager, and she pointed out he was a member of a certain credit card holder group to the store, something I didn't know until now, and that these users always received email receipts with every purchase through the store. Kevin wasn't buying that and tried getting in my face for saying it would work when, again, I expected it to since it did before. I was borderline from chucking my nice, cheerful persona out the damn door and telling this anal orifice where he can stick it. All I was able to get out was how technology doesn't always do what we want it to. It's like your car working fine one day and the next day it doesn't. Sometimes crap happens, dude. Nothing anyone can do about it except deal with it as it happens. Case in point, him. Luckily, the manager had no problem letting him have it. Told him since he's a whatever card holder, the receipt was emailed, and how no piece of technology, namely our pin pads and registers, is 100% guaranteed to work all the time. He got what he asked for, just not in the way he expected. Still, he wasn't having any of it, saying he would call corporate and complain about employees lying to him. Manager shrugged and basically told him, in my own words here, "Go right ahead. You got what you wanted and there's nothing I or OP can do for you. But if you want to complain and moan some more, customer service is right over there. They'll happily tell you the same thing." Dude gives me an F you glare and goes to customer service. Now, this is a massive store and customer service is more than halfway across the store from my register. I could see and practically hear Kevin drilling into the lady trying to help him. I felt I owed her an apology for dealing with his crap, but he brought it on himself for thinking I was a goddess of technology and could make it obey my will. I wish. Why he didn't even check his email to see if the receipt was there, I'll never know. And I really don't care to know. That is one level of buttholery I refuse to demean myself by leveling down to. Be nice to customer service workers, people. Unwarranted rudeness only makes your day a whole lot worse than it already is, and we revel in that for the finger-licking good karma that it is. Have a great day, tip your waitress and waiter, don't sully the vibe. Yes, I agree. Keep your buttholery and douchebaggery to yourself, unless they deserve it, because there are times when customer service people deserve a stern talking to, but I feel bad because they still have to deal with a lot of stupid people. But I hate customer service. Not the people, just everything else. Just everything else. Never works. Just upsetting all the time. Sorry. Bet it felt felt good to be right. And the reason he didn't check his email was because he knew that he was wrong, but he didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to make it known that he was wrong. He didn't want the concrete proof stamp thing saying, I'm wrong. Alright, this story's called Kevin's and Jeff's Christmas Fun and My Headache. I have been debating posting this because I don't want to rethink this, but I've decided to anyway. Let me set the stage for you. It was on Christmas Day. I had just gotten done working a morning shift at my work. I walked into my house and downed a glass of Irish whiskey in the kitchen as Jeff, my fiance, was telling me about the movie he watched and was wanting me to watch it with him, which is normal, but I knew what was to come for this day and needed to prepare. Jeff and Kevin together. What was to come, you may wonder? A series of incidents with my big brother Kevin and fiance Jeff. Now for Christmas this year, my mom, her boyfriend, and little brother went to California to see our grandfather. He is dying from tumors and chemotherapy, and grandma flew everybody out. So this left Kevin, Jeff, and myself, along with any woman Kevin brings over, left to celebrate together. Typically, my mom got the butt end of this nonsense, and I would hear about it over a beer. But she was in California, so I had to deal with it. Side note, Kevin lives in the same apartment complex as Jeff and I, so Kevin likes to show up unannounced at the worst moments. Incident 1, the shower. I went to take a shower after downing the whiskey while I had Jeff start to boil eggs for me to make deviled eggs for Christmas dinner and had him start washing potatoes. 2 simple tasks. I'm taking a shower when I heard, Jeff! Where's Billy? Leave her alone. She had a rough day at work. She downed whiskey. What? And she's drinking without me? That slut! I thought for a moment, did I lock my bedroom door? No, I didn't. And Kevin busted into my room and yelled, Billy! Where is the whiskey? I, of course, yelled, Kevin! Get the hell out of my room! Like I was 16 again. But this time, I am a 24-year-old college student having to yell this at her 29-year-old brother while she is taking a damn shower. Can you wrap the gift I got for Savvy? So, same girl he's been dating is coming. Got it. I can handle that, I think. Get out! So he scurries off into my living room. I got out, I got dressed and put my makeup on, and then I went to the kitchen. Incident 2, the cat. When I get home from anywhere, our cat Chubbs, yes, he is a chunk, will run up and say hello to me. Isn't Chubbs the Rad Brad's dog's name? The YouTuber Rad Brad, I used to watch him all the time. It has never failed. When I got home though, he didn't run up and say hi to me. Well, I thought he decided to take a nap that day. It's Christmas after all. I walked into the kitchen and I see Jeff and Kevin are talking about the new Harley Quinn show. I thought it was normal, but I didn't realize they had been drinking. Kevin brought over 2 massive bottles of whiskey. I go into the kitchen and I see the potatoes have been washed and set aside. Eggs are cooling in eye water. Eye water? Ew! Ice water. Nasty. I don't want my eggs in some eye water. However, I noticed Jeff didn't wash enough potatoes, so I went into the pantry and opened the door to grab some more potatoes. I heard a meow. I looked down and found Chubbs, curled up. He had been sleeping and I had woken him up. Why is the cat in the pantry? Oh, that's where he's been. How long has he been missing? Since like 12 or 1. Lunchtime. I made sandwiches. The cat had been in the pantry for like 3 hours. Did you not realize he was missing? Well, I thought he was napping. My cat likes the pantry. Sometimes I leave it open for her to sleep in. We should do that for Chubbs. Insert me pointing at our dog who eats everything in sight. Oh. I still have a bad habit of putting donuts in my bedroom closet because mom's cat kept eating my donuts. Wouldn't that make your clothes smell like donuts? No, it just makes my donuts smell like clothes. Are they good afterwards? I mean, they're donuts. What the hell is wrong with you both? Incident 3, the pizza. I was cutting up the potatoes, minding my own business. I was listening to Christmas music and humming to myself. I was buzzed enough to handle everything else for the night with those two. I thought I was, at least. I had my back turned when I heard my freezer open. I thought it was Jeff getting the rolls out for me to let sit before baking. I turned around. What the hell are you doing? I'm making a pizza. What? He brought over a pizza and put it in my freezer for Christmas dinner. Can I put this in the oven with the ham? He says as he is opening my oven to put it in with the freaking ham. No! Close my oven! We have a freaking toaster oven! No, this will be faster. It's already preheated. Dinner will be ready in an hour. Do you really need a pizza? Yes, Billy. I need this pizza. It is my life. You don't understand. You say that about every girl you bring home. Hey, screw you. There is no room in the oven. Here. He put it on the very bottom rack in a 475-degree oven currently cooking a ham. If you put that on the bottom rack, it will char the bottom, dude. It will. I will prove you wrong. Kevin walked out and walked in 10 minutes later and took out his pizza. And the bottom was completely charred because it was so close to the bottom of the oven, like I said. My pizza! I told you not to put it on the bottom rack with the ham. You didn't say not to put it on the bottom rack. Yes, I did. Nuh-uh. You didn't even let me put it in the middle rack with the ham. The ham is taking up the entire middle rack. We can make room out of the kitchen now. I kicked him out with his pizza in hand, and he had the audacity to complain about his pizza smelling like freaking ham. Oh my god. Incident 4, the random girls. After we had eaten dinner, I started drinking a little bit more. Something told me, you will need this. Oh boy, was I right. Jeff and I were on the couch watching a Christmas movie. Kevin disappeared outside. We thought he went back to his apartment real quick. Out of nowhere, we heard a dog. The dog wasn't ours. I sat up, and as soon as I did, Kevin busted into my apartment with a massive dog and 2 girls. I was staring at him with a blank face. Savvy couldn't make it, so I brought some friends. Kevin, this is my apartment. Yeah? Why is there an unknown dog in my apartment, Kevin? Well, she couldn't keep the dog at my place. I have a cat. I have 2 cats and a dog, Kevin. No, we'll put the cats up for a bit. They're probably hiding, and we'll put Diva in the bathroom. That isn't the At this moment, the girls started screeching at the sight of the Christmas presents. Kevin went over and put their presents under the tree. Since I didn't know these women at all, I pulled Kevin aside. They need to open their gifts and leave now. The massive dog started barking at the smell of my cats. Presents now! We opened presents quickly to get the girls and the dog out of the apartment. In the end, the girls stayed for a short while because they had the dog and understood I had cats. Unknown dog around your cats that have never seen that dog before, that can be horrible. The girls were lovely though. I enjoyed them, which is rare because the girls Kevin randomly brings over are some of the craziest people I have ever met. So much more happened after this. I want to know this story. I love this story so much. It's amazing. Thank you for sharing, OP. So good. Thank you. I love just the dialogue between Jeff and Kevin. So fun. Alright, this story's called Kevin, the weird kid at school. So back in 7th grade, there was this weird kid, Kevin, who just did weird stuff. He'd aggravate an older boy until he got beat up, then he'd do it again. There are a few more good stories about Kevin, but this is my favorite. It may not even be true because he told it. This story was probably true because Kevin would never lie and he would do crazy things like this. So Kevin was one of the few kids in my grade to live in this particular city. It was a pretty large city, and I don't know why he chose to go to our school. So Kevin was walking around with his friends in the local strip mall when he notices a big door. Employees only. Kevin couldn't resist the door and went in to the back of the store. He saw a huge jacket and a fedora and had to try it on. After walking around with the oversized jacket, Kevin saw some employees. To get their attention, he shouted, "Get out of my swamp!" It was some movie reference, I don't remember. Is that a joke? Do you not know that you're trolling, bro? He's either joking and he got me, or okay. When the employees saw him, Kevin ran for the door, forgetting that with the clothes on, he was stealing. Kevin was chased by the employees until he ran into a Five Guys. Ah, god dang, confusing. Kevin hid in the bathroom and the employees waited outside. In case you're confused, Five Guys Burgers and Fries restaurant. They were going to wait there. So to deter them, Kevin began to make farting noises and they left. I know this sounds fake and I didn't believe Kevin when he told me this, but he never lied. And he is the type of person to do this. Kevin says he did return the stolen clothes later. That's funny. That's a cute story. Alright, this story's called No, Kevin, Alexander Hamilton was not black. I'm hugely obsessed with history and the musical Hamilton, which had me come to the realization of how many Kevins I know of. I wrote about an old peer thinking Thomas Jefferson was black because of the musical a while back, but this is a recent story with my Kevin mother who I've also written about. We were outside of a store and she handed me a $10 bill to go get something for her. Hey, who's on the bill? I don't know. It's Alexander Hamilton. That's Alexander Hamilton? Yeah, but he's not black. After a moment to recollect my thoughts, Mom, you do realize Hamilton wasn't black, right? Then why did a black actor play him? Mom, Lin-Manuel Miranda isn't black. I don't know why she thought a founding father from the 18th century would have been black or how she believed Miranda was a black man, but yeah. That's so funny. It's like dealing with a lot of people in my family, honestly. Yeah, I'm so smart. My family's dumb. I'm joking, guys. I do not think I'm smart. I think I'm a freaking genius. I'm joking. I know it sucks that I have to say that I'm joking. Many people will say, "Oh my god, Zach's revealing his true colors. He's a narcissist." You know, all the time, over anything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.